This junction here is called Beit Junction of Beit, and this was the main junction that I would take when I was going to the army from the kibbutz. It's the spot in between Netanya and Kibbutz Bachan, and I used to come here with all of the soldiers, and we used to wait for our buses. This was one of the main places, not just for my kibbutz, but for all of the areas, all of the neighboring little communities, villages. Everybody would, oh, there's a bus. Everybody would come here and catch their buses. And on Sunday morning, it's like Monday morning in Israel, in America, so that's when all of the soldiers would come together and they would all go to the base. So there was I don't remember exact the date, but it was between 93 and 95, there was a major explosion. This base, this junction used to be more than what it is right now. Now with all the development, it's there used to be a restaurant here and a couple more stops, I think. But now with all of the development, they've moved the junction. But since this was the main junction, all of the soldiers would be here on Sunday morning. So up the street is Tulkarem, about not that far from where we are now, maybe 15 kilometers or something like that. And that time when there was an explosion, there was I guess they were terrorists from Tulkarem. They came and they planted a bomb here. They planted 2 bombs in the restaurant that was here, and one went off, and after all of the emergency personnel came, then the other one went off right after it, so that would get both of them. And that was, everybody remembers where you were when there's an explosion. I happened to, that particular weekend, I was staying overnight in the army, so I was on a base that I couldn't leave, so I wasn't here on the base, thank God. And but I always kind of think, oh, what if I was here? Everybody always, Israel's so small, you're always so close, what if I could have been there? I could have been very close. And I remember when I was working as a news reporter in Watertown, Wisconsin, I was working there for 9/11, and the talk show host asked me, right after 9/11 happened, we broke our format and we went to talk. I was the news person because he knew that I was from the Middle East and had been in the army. He asked me if I thought it was a terrorist attack, 9/11, and I told him at that point, we don't know because nothing's confirmed, but I can tell you from my experience, if it is a terrorist attack, one of the tactics is to have a second attack right after. And I was pulling from my experience here from the Beit Junction bombing, where there was one bombing and then another one after all of the personnel came. Well, as we're talking, that's when the second plane hit, and that's when I immediately became the Middle East expert of Watertown, Wisconsin, and that was just from what I had learned from my experiences right here in the army. Alright, let's take one last look at Beit Junction. I spent a lot of time here traveling back and forth from the kibbutz to the army base. Not a lot to see now, but with all the development, but Sunday morning this is the place where all the soldiers come. Good memories and some bittersweet ones too.